My cousin looked me dead in the eye and said, "Maybe you're confused. I don't remember borrowing it." 2 weeks later, she was online calling my jacket her vintage find. What she didn't know was that I'd sewn my name into it years ago, and she wore it straight into her own public humiliation. If you've ever been lied to, gaslit, or made to feel crazy for wanting basic respect, hit subscribe right now. Like this video, drop a comment if you love quiet, intelligent revenge, and get comfortable, because this isn't loud revenge. This is surgical. There's some objects in your life that aren't expensive, but they're yours in a way money can't explain. This jacket was one of those things. Not designer, no flashy logo, but it had that rare magic combination, a perfect cut, heavy fabric, clean lines, the kind of jacket strangers compliment you on in elevators. I found it years ago in a second-hand shop, buried between junk. I had the sleeves tailored, I swapped the cheap buttons for better ones, and because I'm forgetful and because I've had clothes accidentally disappear at family gatherings before, I started sewing tiny cloth labels into my nicer pieces. Nothing dramatic, just my first name and the year, a quiet signature. So when my cousin, 27 years old, confident, always a little entitled, asked to borrow it for a work event, I hesitated. She promised everything people promise when they want something from you. One night, no food, no smoke. I'll hang it up. I'll bring it back tomorrow. I handed it over. That was my first mistake. The next day, OMG, I forgot. I'll bring it next week. Next week, I'm out of town. Then her tone changed. My texts were suddenly a lot. My reminders were annoying. My politeness was met with sighs and one-word replies. That's when the feeling crept in. Not anger, not yet. That tight, uncomfortable sensation in your chest when you realize someone is testing how much disrespect you'll tolerate. 2 weeks later, I opened social media. And there it was. Her. Mirror selfie. My jacket. Caption: new staple. Obsessed. People in the comments asked where she got it. She replied, "Vintage find." Something cold settled in my stomach. I texted her, calm, polite. "Hey, that's actually my jacket. Please bring it back." She replied, "Lol, it's literally just a jacket." Then came the gaslighting. "Maybe we have similar ones. I don't even remember borrowing it. You're making drama over nothing." And the worst part? For half a second, I almost believed her. Because society teaches you that caring about your belongings makes you shallow, that wanting accountability makes you difficult, that peace means letting things go. But here's the truth. It's never about the object. It's about respect. And she had decided I didn't deserve any. So I stopped arguing. Not because I gave up, because I realized something important. People like this don't respond to confrontation. They respond to exposure. A couple weeks later, my aunt hosted a small family get-together. Coffee, desserts, people passing a baby around like a trophy. And my cousin walked in, wearing the jacket, like she was daring me. My heart thudded once hard, but my face stayed calm, because the plan clicked into place. I smiled. Sweet, warm, harmless. "That looks really good on you. Where did you end up getting it? I love that cut." She beamed, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Right? I scored it ages ago. I just never wore it." "Perfect." I stepped closer. "No way," I said lightly. "Can I see the inside? I did a little repair on mine, and I'm curious if it's the same." Her body stiffened. She tried to step back, but I gently pinched the inner seam near the collar and flipped it open. There it was, my crooked stitching, my first name, and the year. A silence fell over the room, the specific kind only family rooms know. Heavy, awkward, unavoidable. I didn't raise my voice, didn't smile. I turned to my aunt and said calmly, "Oh good, it is mine. I'm so relieved. I thought I'd lost it." Her face flushed red. She laughed too loudly and said I was embarrassing her. I looked at her and said, "You embarrassed yourself when you decided keeping it was easier than returning it." Then I lifted the jacket from her chair, slipped it on, and walked back into the kitchen, like it was the most normal thing in the world. She tried to follow me, whisper fighting, hissing excuses, but my aunt stopped her and asked the question that ended everything. Why would you lie about something so small? My cousin left early. Door slammed. Later, she texted me that I was petty, vindictive, that I care more about stuff than family. I replied with one sentence: I care about basic respect. The aftermath. The best part? She can't even spin it online, because every time someone remembers that vintage find, she has to remember it had my name sewn into it the entire time. Sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't loud. It doesn't destroy relationships. It doesn't cross lines. It simply tells the truth in front of witnesses. And that's often more devastating than anger ever could be. If this story gave you that quiet, satisfying justice chill, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves smart revenge. And tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying moment of accountability you've ever seen?